Welcome back to the channel. Monica Louvre here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading for the month of November. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Cancer, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge for the month of November is the Devil. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay? All right. So Cancer, your biggest challenge for the month of November is the Devil. Okay? A bit of temptation is coming in November. We're going to find out why the Devil is your challenge when we clarify in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the Nine of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Emperor. Okay? So I feel like in the recent past, there was a very strong energy here, Cancer, of you wanting stability. Okay? It was very clear here in the past that there was something happening in your life that, you know, you needed to set some sort of boundaries here. You could have set some sort of boundaries towards a specific person that you were dealing with here. And the reason why you may have done this in the past was because you wanted to have stability. You were looking for stability. You wanted stability. And most importantly, Cancer, I see here, your happiness started to become more important than anything else here in the past. Okay, being happy, feeling fulfilled was your priority here. So you needed to set some sort of boundaries is what it's showing me. We're going to clarify this and get more information for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Empress, the Strength, and the Chariot. This is all you in the present moment. Okay, the Chariot is you. Okay, this is about you finally recognizing that now is the time to move forward. So there is some sort of opportunity that's coming into your life that is allowing you to finally move forward and for you to fully step into Empress mode. Okay, so a lot of you in the present moment could be working on yourself, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, and really by you setting these boundaries in the past, it may be the reason why now you're able to finally fully completely move forward. Okay, and there's an important message here for you. We're going to clarify and find out for you in a moment. Now, in the near future, Cancer, you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Nine of Swords, in the Tower. Okay, so here's the thing in the near future. I see here in the near future that for many of you, okay, there's something here about you still being isolated or you still being in a situation that A, causes you a lot of stress, B, makes you feel withdrawn or feeling isolated, and it leads to a Tower moment, okay, in the near future. Now, one of the things I can tell you is with the eclipses that are happening, it is affecting all of us on a very deep level. And for you in the near future, I see something here changing. Something that has needed to change for a very long time is finally going to change for you, okay? And this has a lot to do with maybe someone that you haven't spoken to or you haven't talked to in a while. Okay, there's either a blocked energy here or a lack of communication or a lack of truth. But eventually something here breaks down in the near future and it forces you, Cancer, out of this place of feeling isolated, alone, and full of anxiety and fear. Okay, and that's why you have the Devil as your challenge, because something here is tempting you. Okay, in the month of November. So let's get into your reading. Let's clarify and let's see what's going on. Let's clarify the Devil, which is your challenge. Okay. So your challenge is clarified. The Devil's clarified by the Hermit. You have the Queen of Cups and the Two of Wands. So right now, your biggest challenge for November has a lot to do with you choosing a path, okay? And you've been thinking about this for quite some time. There's a situation in your life that it's caused so much drama, emotional chaos, emotional turmoil, and you need to make a decision, okay? There's a situation in your life that's become very toxic. It's become very unhealthy, not good for you in general. You're going to know what that is. And what Spirit is saying, your biggest challenge has a lot to do with the situation that you've been overthinking and ultimately making a decision about it. So that's why I feel a Tower moment happens in the near future, Cancer, because there's a decision that you have to make in regards to something here that's been very toxic, that hasn't been healthy for you, and you either have been ignoring it or you've been overthinking it too much, and there's a lack of action being taken. But with the eclipses that are happening, now we are going to experience changes, okay, whether we want to or not. And that's what your challenge is about, making a decision, okay, that you've been overthinking. So let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands. You have the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So the reason why in the recent past there was some sort of blockage or there was some sort of boundaries that were set in the past was because somebody here wanted truth. Okay, they wanted truth. They wanted to know what was really going on. I do feel someone here tried to apologize for something that they did here in the past to you, or maybe you tried to apologize to your person. But ultimately, there was this idea here in the past that, if somebody apologized, whether that is you or your person, well, we're going to get back to, the happiness that we've been seeking. So there was definitely an energy here of wanting stability with someone. Maybe they didn't or couldn't bring that to you, and there was an apology here. I'm also getting that you set some sort of boundaries because you wanted the truth, okay? Some of you wanted the truth from this person, not only an apology, but you wanted the truth as well. So the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Three of Cups, the Sun, and the King of Pentacles. Yeah. So there was a reconciliation. There was some sort of idea of coming back together with this person and that it would bring you happiness, right? Because I think, Cancer, that's ultimately what you wanted. Emperor, Three of Cups, and the Sun. You wanted some sort of happiness with this person. And you may have started to look at this person in a different light. So even though they appeared to be one way, they may have came across as being, a completely different person or a changed person. And that could be the reason why you maybe accepted this person's apology or you were open to reconciling with them, okay? That's not for all of you, but for some of you, I see that there was a potential for that in the past, okay? Now, in the present moment, it looks like you're moving on with your life. You're moving forward. It looks like there's a situation in your life that you're building so much strength from some sort of past experience that you went through. What is the important message here for you, Cancer, in the present moment? What is it that you really need to know right now? So the Chariot is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So right now in the present moment, I'm really strongly getting an energy here, Cancer, of you going through a lot, like really experiencing a lot, going through a really hard experience or traumatic experience. And what Spirit is saying, and I've been seeing this for quite some time in your readings, what I've seen here for you is that Spirit has put you into this situation so that you can grow strength, so that you can become the Empress, okay? A lot of you are not in the position that you're in now just because you're in that position. You're in that position because you went through a lot and you overcame a lot. And because you overcame a lot, it led to some sort of strength. So what Spirit is saying in the present moment is there is someone coming in. It is an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, could be a water sign, maybe another Cancer, Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. I'm getting a Taurus or a Leo here as well too. So the point that I'm trying to make to you is moving forward, in order to avoid rejection, whether that's you rejecting your person or your person rejecting you, you need to make sure you know what you want moving forward, okay? And that's why something here is not happening as quick as you want it to. Some of you are saying to yourself, well, why isn't this happening fast enough? Why isn't this moving forward? It's because you need to be in a position to receive that energy. A lot of people want things to happen in their life. They want to make more money, they want to attract love, they want a better life, they want more freedom, but they're not in that position and showing the universe that they're ready for that energy to come in. So Spirit is saying you've done the work. Queen of Swords, and an offer, an opportunity is coming in, whether again that's you or your person making that, but it's moving slowly because you still need to make sure you know what you want. You 100% know what you want, and that's why a decision needs to be made in November, because you have a choice, right? You can choose to move forward or you can choose to stay stagnant. Tell me more about, excuse me, tell me more about Cancer in the present moment with the Empress. So the Empress is clarified by the Nine of Cups. You have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, so in the present moment, you're still holding on to something here. Okay, let's be honest. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna waste time. You're still holding on to the fact that someone left you. Okay, someone abandoned you, left you, treated you bad, stepped on you, spit on you, didn't treat you good. And Spirit is saying, that doesn't matter anymore. You know why that doesn't matter anymore? Because one, you've gained the strength that you've needed to overcome the situation. Number one, that's why you went through it in the first place. The second thing here that you need to know is the Chariot. You're moving on. You're moving forward. You've already passed the test, okay? But if you're still holding on to something here that is affecting your happiness and you're not realizing, Cancer, why you went through that, then it defeats the purpose. It defeats the purpose. Why? Because you needed to go through this experience to become the Empress. You needed to go through this to become more strong. And that's why Spirit is saying, stop holding on to things that are not serving you in the present moment. That's why, again, you have a decision to make, because a lot of you are still holding on to something toxic. Person, place, or thing. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing in the present moment. Now, in the near future, things get really interesting, because guess what? Eclipse season, the solar eclipse is happening in a fellow water sign. Lunar eclipse is happening in the earth sign, okay? Taurus and Scorpio. So this is going to affect you to some degree. And the Tower here is talking about things that need to change in order for our life to get better. And the reason why the Tower moment is happening is because it looks like, Cancer, you're worried about something, or there's some sort of anxiety about some sort of situation that you've ultimately isolated yourself on. Like you haven't really been in a group setting, or you haven't really been connected to people that can help you. And that's what's creating some sort of stress for you in the near future. Tell me more about the Tower. Why is it here, and what does Cancer need to prepare for? The Tower is clarified by the Hierophant, the Seven of Swords, and the Hangman. Yeah. So in the near future, I'm just going to put this story out there. It's not going to resonate with everyone, okay? Always check your sun, moon, and rising. For some of you, and this is very specific, so if it doesn't resonate, just ignore it. In the near future, some of you are getting engaged or married to somebody, and it looks like there is some sort of Tower moment or some sort of disconnect that happens between you and this person. Why? Because there's trust issues, okay? The Seven of Swords is showing up. It's not the greatest card. I don't like when the Seven of Swords shows up, and the Hangman is here. So somebody here is not taking action, Hangman, with the Seven of Swords, because one, they can't trust the other person, or there's a lack of trust here is what I'm getting, especially when it comes to a commitment or a relationship, okay? And again, this doesn't have to mean a romantic relationship. For majority of you, it is. A marriage or a commitment in the near future is breaking down, okay? Or there's some sort of major changes that are coming in. And again, the reason why this is happening, the reason why this person doesn't want to budge, or they don't want to move, or they don't want to take action, is because they know that you're in a situation that you don't like being in, but you still remain being in it, and you don't make changes. So what happens, Cancer, is a major turning point comes in for you, and it kind of pushes you into this place of being uncomfortable. But why? Because you don't want to be in fear and anxiety anymore. You don't want to be in this place of isolating yourself. And the more you do that, the more you miss opportunities. Okay, Six of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. So yeah, so it looks like in the near future, whatever it is that you're worrying about, instead of worrying about it in the near future, you need to realize that part of you having or finding the stability that you're looking for is going to require two important things from you. The first thing it's going to require, Six of Pentacles, being equally yoked, okay? Equally giving and taking within your relationship. So again, if you're somebody who in the near future you're giving, and this person isn't giving back to you, that leads to imbalance, and it leads to somebody you're not wanting to commit. So you need to be careful of that. The Eight of Pentacles is about being open to working with other people or working on something and crafting it. And that's what's going to lead you to stability, okay? So the more you craft something, the more you're fair within your relationships, the more you're going to be less in this place of anxiety, fear, uncertainty, okay? And the more you ignore that, the more you ignore the situation, the more it's just going to crumble more and more, okay? And that's what, that's what your important messages are, okay? It's not the greatest reading, but that's what's going on for you, okay? Let's get some advice. You have the Eight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. You got to think long and hard when it comes to something in your life that's holding you back, okay? There's something here that you don't like, you're annoyed about it, it does not emotionally fulfill you, and you're still there, okay? Person, place, or thing. Spirit is saying this, your very important piece of advice. You need to think long and hard about your future. You need to think long and hard about the changes that are coming in. November is going to be a month of big change for you. And it's going to be such a big change that you're not even going to see the change happen. It's just going to happen. Spirit is saying you need to be honest with yourself and you need to ask yourself, what does not serve you anymore? What does not serve you? What is not focusing on your destiny, your, what it is that you want to achieve, because there's so much luck, there's so much abundance that's waiting for you, but you choose to remain in a place that does not fulfill you. And Spirit is saying it is time for you to walk away. It is time for you to walk away from things that do not support you emotionally, mentally, and physically. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune is saying if you're willing to take the risk of walking away from something here that doesn't fully fulfill you after thinking about it and spending some time on your own, it looks like there's other opportunities out there that are going to fulfill you a lot more than remaining or being in a place that doesn't fulfill you at all. Okay. So this is what I have for you, Cancer. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.